Oh my! I forgot how loud that was. Oh my
I know.
gosh, my ear just got blasted. All right. Anyway, hey guys, welcome back. It's me, Josh, and Angie.
Angie.
I know it's been a while, but we are back. And what should we start off with, Angie?
I don't know.
Do you want to talk about the little talking stage you got?
Oh yeah,
The one you said you were gonna talk about,
I forgot it. Okay.
bro.
Um. Well, this little thing has been going on for like 3 or 4 weeks. Okay, it's been going on for 3 or 4 weeks, right? And it hasn't been like
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't feel like a talking stage. Like he gets me flowers. We meet up basically like every week, and like we go to all these places together. Like it doesn't even feel like we're in a talking stage. It feels like we're a literal couple.
But is it
But
official or not
no,
yet?
it is not official.
Oh,
And like I'm not gonna lie to you, my last experience. Oh, FYI, if you didn't know, I had a relationship at the end of my last school year. So like at the very end. So right when I was going into summer, that was really bad.
oh, I remember that one.
Yeah, because that one, he was like my first everything basically, and it was really bad. That boy ghosted me over summer when I was across the world. Like, what is wrong with you? Anyways,
That's crazy.
that gave me some trauma. The person I'm talking to now is like a family friend, and like our parents know each other. And honestly, I don't even know how this happened because like a few weeks ago, we went to like this like little gathering together, and like I just like we saw each other, and we just kind of started talking. And then like after that, started talking way more, and then it just became a whole thing. So here's that. Um, I actually saw him a few hours ago.
Oh, for real?
Yeah. Guys,
What?
it'd be so scary, bro. I'm not gonna lie.
Wait. I have a question. Uh,
And
wait. So you just started knowing this person like recently, or
well,
you
like
known with him before?
I've known him before because he's like a family friend, and we never really considered each other anything more until now.
Oh, I see. Okay,
Yeah, kind of crazy.
dude, for real. I'm like, bro, I ain't got no family friend like that. What the heck? They're all
No,
just
literally.
like just younger, or like we don't have anything like in relation to each other, so it's kind of
Yeah,
hard to connect. But
I
that's
had
nice.
this. I had this one question because I've been having this issue recently, and it's honestly been getting on my nerves. But there's a lot of people around me that are saying it's not that big of a deal. But
What is it?
if if you were dating this person and you guys end up breaking up, but you have, let's say, the girl that you were dating, who is now your ex, has a guy best friend. And this guy best friend is basically, after you guys break up, posting about her, putting like, oh, this is my best friend with heart emojis, and like doing like best friend appreciation posts. How would
Uh,
you feel about that?
so with all that, I think that's like kind of pushing it and crossing the line. So I would come to assume that that was just like a way of getting back at me. And
Mm, I felt that way too because literally, right before
that's what
this, I
happens.
was on Instagram and I was just scrolling, and his girl best friend was doing a best friend appreciation post, and it was completely all about him. And she would be the one
For
to help
real?
me. She'd be the one to help me with like literally every single problem that I had with him, or even just like comfort me when I was sad. So I was kind of confused because both of his exes follow her, me and this other girl. So I found it really weird. Like, I'm over
Oh,
it.
no
Yeah, I'm
way.
over it, but I know his other ex isn't because I've talked to her about it. And I know, like, I think it's just weird. Like, you're really pushing it with the hearts, too. Like, I can understand, like, oh, you're posting your best friend or whatever. Like, that's fine. But adding hearts and stuff, that is really pushing it. And making a whole highlight for him, that's pushing
Oh,
it.
highlight is crazy too. Like, why
That's
does
what
it
I'm
seem so
saying.
special about? Why are you making it so special about that when it's just like supposed to be something for
Right.
the day and not like a whole highlight or whatever?
Like, I just find it weird. Like, me and my friends that know these two people, like,
Yeah,
we honestly think, like, the girl really just, like, wants him because they went to church together. She went over to his house. Like, that's
bro,
really weird. I'm not
that's
even
just
gonna lie.
that's so skeptical.
Like, I don't even talk to my guy best friends on a daily basis. I have, like, one or two.
Mhm.
And I don't know, it's weird. And then, like, tell me why. She was trying to make me look like a fan because she unfollowed me, but she left me as a follower. Good,
What?
goodbye.
Fuck out of here,
Like, how
dirty
are you gonna
behavior.
remove, like, how are you gonna unfollow me but leave me as a follower to look like a fan? Like, girl, no,
I hate
please.
when people do that.
No, literally, bro. Like, what is wrong with you?
For real.
I don't like you that much.
And then they complain when someone does the same thing to them. Like, make it make
Literally, bro.
sense.
Oh my god.
So, wait, are they like official or just like still talking to each other?
We're still talking. Um,
Okay.
I'm. I have a feeling he's gonna ask me pretty soon though because he's been hinting at like taking me out on this really really fancy date and like asking
Oh
me
shit,
what my favorite flowers are, what like all these type of couple shit that you'd expect on like, oh, will you be my girlfriend? Like, it's
yeah,
oh my god. I'm actually like really excited though because he was like, um, well, I'm excited for the fact that he's gonna be the one asking me because I have trauma from the last time I asked someone to be my boyfriend.
oh, you did it first,
Yes,
bro. That's the number
that
one
was my
rule.
biggest mistake right there.
Wait, I have a question. Is the ex that we were talking about from the past summer, was it the one from Valentine's or the
I
one
think
from?
um it was like in like hold on.
It was not the one during the summer, right? When you were in Vietnam.
No, it was that one.
Oh, it was. Oh, I thought that
Yeah.
was. I thought that was like during the summer. I was thinking of the
Yeah.
one before that one.
Yeah.
But okay,
But yeah, that was bad. I asked him to be my boyfriend because I it seemed like we both knew what we wanted. So I was like, you know, why not
bruh,
just
nah,
but then he was like after I asked him, he was so dry about it too. I was like, okay, so like sounds so corny now that I'm thinking about it, but like, will you be my boyfriend type shit? And then he was like, yes. That's it?
bruh. That's
Just
already like
yes?
a. It's already like a bad sign that it's not gonna
Big,
be.
big red flag right there.
Yeah.
um, after that, bro, like, after me and that guy broke up, um, it was when, like, during July, and it was, like, at the very end, too, so I was already about to come back to the US, and so when I did come back, he ended up texting me when school started, and he was like, hey, how are you doing? And I was like, why are you texting me? Like, I already told you, like, I already
Really?
explained
Still,
how hurt I was from you, and you're texting me again. And, like, he was just like, yeah, like, I just wanted to see how you were doing because, like, I know what I did and I know it was wrong. I just wanted to see how you were doing. And I was like, I'm doing fine, bro. Like, but in reality, I was, like, actually really hurting a lot. But,
shit. Like,
he
why
was
does he
just,
even care?
that's what I was saying. And then I, I think I made a joke at some point. I don't remember exactly what I said, But he said something, so I was messing around and I was like, if you miss me, you can just say that. And after that, I completely
Oh
panicked. And I was like, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Like, don't take that serious. And his text after was, I miss you. And I was like, bro, ain't no way.
man,
Like,
shut the
really.
hell up. That's cat.
That's literally
That's
what I
such
said because I was like,
BS.
ain't no way this man is telling me he misses me after what he did. Like, you're
For
realizing you lost the only girl that actually cared about you because what the hell? And
for real.
like, literally, I was like, and I was the only ex of his that met his parents too and his sisters. So it
Seriously?
was, yeah. And so basically, after he said like he missed me or whatever, we started like talking it up again. And he was like, if you're okay with it, I want to get back together. And I was like, okay. Because since I was still not over him yet, I told him,
Oh, you guys got back together.
no, 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 no. Don't, no.
Okay, I was gonna
I,
say, bro.
I told him, I was like, I'm only going to get back with you if you show me that you have changed. Because if you haven't changed and you're still the way you are, there's no point in me going
There's
back
no
to you because
chance.
I'm going to
Yeah.
continue getting hurt and I don't want that because I know my worth. And he was like,
Yeah.
I get
Good
that.
on
And I was
you.
like, do you really though? Because I need you to tell me right now. If you don't, then I'm leaving this conversation and I don't got to ever talk to you again. And he was like, yes, I understand. Tell me why. I texted him once after that conversation. He completely ghosted me again. So
Bro.
I ended up just stopped speaking to him. And so I was like, you know what? It is what it is. He's not worth my time. Um, me even trying to explain to him why he needed a change was stupid, and I probably shouldn't have done that. I should have just let him figure that out himself, because obviously he's not smart enough to do that himself.
Yeah, clearly.
Like, it was just so stupid, and I think, like, before he came back to me, I was like, I miss you. I was telling all my friends, I was like, bro, if he came back to me right now and, like, told me that he wanted to get back to that, I'd get back with him in a second. Like, but I think after that experience, I really realized, like, you can't change a person. Like, they got to be able to change themselves because no matter how many times you tell them you have to change, they aren't going to listen to you until they realize something that is going to like basically alter something in their brain is, and then it's going to be like, oh, I really got to change. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I learned that the hard way too, to be honest.
Oh God.
But,
My sickness is getting to me.
oh shit. But yeah, I like even after a second chance, bro, he still fucked it up. Like,
I know, like, how do you mess it up the second chance too? Like, are you stupid?
bro is stupid.
Like, oh
Oh my
my God.
gosh.
It's not that hard to text someone, please.
Like, what is bro so busy with to like not send a
Okay,
single text?
no, because tell me why. During the summer, I literally told my friends this. I was like, bro, he has no job. He doesn't have summer school. He can't drive. He's always at home. What the fuck else is he doing?
Does he
What the
play
hell?
games?
No.
Bro, then
He's
I don't know
literally
what the
always on his phone.
then that's like blatantly ignoring like
Exactly. And
person
he's
that you're
like,
talking to.
he tried to make the excuse like, oh, I didn't see this. I was sleeping. Lying ass, bro. Because I saw you online on Instagram. Don't play with me right now.
Bro,
Don't piss me off.
that would actually piss me off.
Dude, you don't
Not gonna
understand the
lie.
amount of times like I've cried out of frustration because he would always lie to me and I knew it too, but I always stayed because I was like, I can make this work. I can make this work. You cannot make it
Bro,
work.
no.
That was my biggest like downfall right there because the whole summer I was so bummed out. I hated life. I wanted to go back to the US and just to like see him and like figure things out with him. But
Oh
no, that shit
no,
was
bro. You got
way too
that
bad, bro.
twisted.
And like even now, like we have on specific days we have the same hallways, so when the bell rings like we'll see each other, and like some days we'll even like accidentally like walk down the stairs together, but we won't like look at each other, make eye contact, talk or whatever. We just like
Oh,
try
that's
and
so awkward.
I know, like we try to like run past each other, whatever. Like I'm always the one in front of him because the fuck, I don't want to walk next to you.
For real, dude.
And like he got the biggest like glow down, bro, during the summer after we broke up because he got a buzz, and that shit is
Ew.
growing into a mohawk.
Bro.
Yikes.
What
And
did
he
you
has like a
see in
baby
this
face too,
guy?
so he looks stupid.
Nah, that's like
But
the worst thing ever.
I know that's really bad.
But what made you fall for him at first?
What do you mean?
Like, what did you see in him when you first got together? Was it?
I don't even remember honestly. I think it was just when I had first met him, it wasn't as awkward as I thought it was, and I like before I met him, I was in that really hard stage of life, and I was trying to get out of it by going out more and socializing, you know? And
Oh,
so
yeah.
when I met him, it was like, oh, he is bringing back this spark in me that I haven't had in so long. So I was like, let's talk it up with him, whatever. I think what really like brought my attention to him was like he was very helpful and like caring of what I did because how I met him was through golf. Don't clown me for that. But
No, you're good.
um he was just trying to help me a lot. And I think after that whole thing happened and we were like all going home, I didn't realize like I followed his Instagram before.
Oh, really?
No, because tell me why during that whole time I was there, his girl best friend, the girl best friend we were just talking about, was there. And I told her because she was the one who greeted me at the door. And I told her, I was like, I follow that kid on Instagram. And then she told me, and she was like, oh, yeah, he said like he followed you on Instagram too. And he thought like you were really pretty and you have a pretty smile. I think that's what got me actually. But,
What the hell?
and it was the fucking girl best friend too. And basically, after that whole thing, I texted him and was like, hey, thanks for helping me out today. I really appreciate it. And he was like, yeah, no problem. I was trying to get your number, but you already left so that if you needed anything, you could text me. I was like, oh,
Oh,
getting the number is kind of serious, guys.
no.
Like, I don't know. I regret it though, for sure. But also, I think it was a good little, I guess, lesson for me.
Yeah. Not to get too attached to somebody like super
Yeah.
fast.
I don't know.
But
Do you have any experiences like that?
yeah, with my first relationship, bro,
Mm-hmm.
it was so bad. Like, we were only together for 5 months, and
Mm.
um, I was already like so dedicated to this person that I was talking to at the
Mm-hmm.
time. But once shit started going downhill and like we started having arguments left and right, she
Mm-hmm.
kind of just like lost interest in me. But I still wanted to be with her, right? Because I didn't think I would like have any other options with like other girls
Mm-hmm.
in the future. So I was like, we can work this out, blah blah blah. Kind of like what you did too,
Yeah, yeah,
like the trying to work it out together type shit. But
yeah.
it did not work out, and I still couldn't get over her because like she still wanted to stay friends for some odd reason, but I was
Mm.
still trying to like get back with her and whatnot. So we were still like in contact for from April to October, so like 6 months. And she didn't tell me this, but she said she started talking to someone else already, and she didn't want to say that she was dating him, even though I kind of like already knew because like she was starting to post him a lot more. And we were going
Mm.
out together and whatnot. And I was like, bro, why you gotta lie about that shit? Just tell me straight up.
Yeah.
And yeah, she kind of just told me. And then the fact that she told me before too, like she said she wouldn't get in like a relationship for a while. and then she would just like focus on herself. I was like, okay, cool. Like that sounds reasonable to like have
Yeah.
space, right? But literally 1 month later, this shit happened. So yeah, it sucks. Like I was already attached and shit.
Yeah.
And I didn't want to like, you know, let go for some reason.
I mean, I
So
get that. Like, it's low-key hard. Like, trying to get over someone and then they do that shit. It's hella hard.
I know. Like honestly, after that, yeah, like sorry. Um, yeah, I learned that keeping in contact is not gonna help with the healing process because you're still gonna be talking to that person
Yeah.
for like God knows how long. So
I tell
yeah,
myself that I realize that every single time, but I don't. Like, I keep doing it. Like, I don't want to end the contact because, like, I miss him too much, you know? But, like,
yeah,
I think now, like, I've matured a bit more. I think I'm realizing, like, I have to be able to do the no contact or else I'm never going to properly heal. And I think for my last relationship, after we did the no contact and I was actually able to do it, I've realized, like, I am so much better off with the no contact because it helps so much not being able to like text them or call them or tell them how your day was or tell them the things you would basically tell them on a daily basis.
yeah.
Um,
Like
it
having
helps
that
a lot.
presence,
Yeah,
like just knowing the fact that they're gonna be there, it just stays on your mind. Like it doesn't go away ever. So
yeah.
yeah, it definitely stays. Also, I have this one question, like that that I had it like
Mhm.
in this whole list of podcast ideas that I
Uh-huh.
never used. So what are your thoughts on like breaks in a relationship, and do you think they really work, or do they just end up backfiring in the long run?
Um, Based off my personal experience on this, I think taking breaks is honestly um somewhat kind of useless in my opinion because in my book breaks are considered breakups because when you take breaks and this person isn't right for you but you just haven't realized it yet, those breaks are going to tear you guys apart so fast. You both are going to realize like, oh, this is probably not going to work out once you guys regroup, right? um I think it's honestly useless. Like it's just going to make you realize like, oh, this relationship isn't going to work. I can understand taking a very small break. And when I say small, I mean like a day. Because I think if the couple is constantly talking every single day, calling, FaceTiming, whatever, you guys are like running out of things to tell each other every single day, you know? Um,
um,
and once you guys take that like day break or like 2 day break, like you guys will do fun things in those days. And then when you guys get together after the break, you guys can regroup and like tell your exciting things and it'll spark things back up again. But in my relationships that has never happened. So
oh,
um
me too.
it's
Don't
been
worry.
kind of just like, oh, we take a break and then we realize like the next day, like, oh, I think this is better off this way.
Yeah, from my experiences too, like basically the same things that happened.
Mm-hmm.
Like the first time it happened, and I actually called this one. Like I wanted to take a break because like things were getting too out of hand at the time.
Yeah.
But literally, like a few hours later, we got back together because we just could not handle the fact that we were not talking to each other for a bit.
Yeah.
And this was like, I think, yeah, this was like 2 months into the relationship already.
Oh.
So that was like the one and only time I called a break. But there were like two other times that she wanted to do it.
Yeah.
So, like the first time, we stopped talking for one day, and um, I texted first after that just to see how she was doing, and then
Mhm.
we had like this little conversation, and then we started talking again, and then we got back together again. But eventually, the same problems came back up later on, and so she said she wanted to break up for real this time,
Mhm.
and so we didn't talk to each other for 2 whole days.
2 whole days.
And then guess who texted first?
Oh
Me
God.
again.
Again.
And she, oh yeah, it was just like the same thing as before. I just asked her how she was doing, and
Mm.
um, she contemplated some things, and like I told her, we can still work this out, and we had like this like I think 1 hour long conversation with each other,
Mm.
and then she just decided it was best to get back together after
Oh
that,
my God.
and then the last one was for real. Like she called it off again, but I still wanted to stay because of how attached I was.
I
It
guess.
didn't work. It didn't work the third time because like
Mm.
it was just the same things over and over again, like just arguments on top of arguments, and like it was just a
Mm.
never-ending cycle at this point. So I didn't
Yeah.
see it, but she saw it herself. So it kind of saved things, to be honest. Like with the way things were going, that shit was so toxic. So it was kind of
Yeah.
like the better for the both of us to end things off like that. But yeah, I just think like breaks don't really pan out most of the time
Mm.
because for one, like attachment issues, and two, it's just it just doesn't help because like eventually if you don't like talk to the person about that particular problem and you just take a break for whatever reason, it's not gonna work
Yeah.
out in anyways. So yeah, I just think it's BS most of the time.
Most of the time, yeah.
Yeah, and oh yeah,
I
I have
had
another
this.
question.
Oh.
Oh, you go first because I already went.
Oh my God. We do this every single podcast too.
I know.
There'll
Okay.
be like a good moment of silence, and then we'll both at the same time. I have a question.
I know. Oh my
Oh my
gosh.
God.
It's like a
Okay.
tradition. But
No, literally.
no,
um,
what were we gonna say?
I was gonna ask, how do you feel about, let's say, your significant other is laughing really hard at another guy's joke?
Well, see, it depends on the person and the type of joke that they said.
Okay,
Like,
not even that. Like, imagine like the joke wasn't even that funny, and
yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
girl is like laughing her ass off. And when I say laughing her ass off, I mean like she's cackling and she cannot breathe.
Yeah, see, if it wasn't funny, then I would be suspicious of that because, like first of all, like if she's the only one that finds it funny, but nobody else does, and like that brings up a lot of questions for me myself because, like, laughing. I feel like laughing is just like something you do with someone if you're really like into them or whatever. Like especially if the joke is not that funny.
Yeah,
But if it was funny, then I would understand. But if it's something stupid
yeah,
like, oh, why did the chicken cross the road? Because 1 + 1 = 2. Like, what the fuck does that even mean, bro?
yeah,
It's just stupid. But yeah, it depends. Like, I wouldn't trip most of the time, but there would be
yeah.
times if I'd be like, well, was there like a reason for that to happen, or we just did that just because? You know what I mean?
What happened?
Oh no, I just said like if there was a good reason to laugh, then I wouldn't trip about it. But
Mm.
if there
No, but like
was,
imagine like there's like 3, 4 people like chuckling, like it was really short, but no one's fully laughing at it, and your girl is the only one that's like really.
Wait, sorry, you
Huh?
cut out for like a few seconds. What'd you say?
I said like imagine like there's like 2 or 3 people that are like chuckling at it, but your girl is the only one that's like really laughing at it.
I mean, if other people are into it, then I would understand. But like at the end of the day, it's just like it's just laughing. It's not really like, you know. I don't see it as too much like compared to other things, but yeah, it's still something that I keep in mind sometimes. So yeah, would I really trip about it? No, not really.
Mm.
What about you? Like,
Low key, I think I tripped really hard. Okay. Anyways,
mm-hmm. Quick intermission, guys.
yeah, sorry. Um,
No, it's all good.
we're. I think I'm gonna move on from this relationship little talk, and I'm gonna get into some family stuff.
Oh, okay.
It's about to get really TMI, but it's okay. Um, I was just gonna ask for your opinion on how you feel about um what is it called? How do I say this in a good way? There is no good way to say it actually. How do
You
you
just want to
feel
like,
about?
oh,
No, I
go
got you.
on. Okay.
How do you feel about cheating parents?
Oh, okay.
Not that this is like a personal experience or anything, but
For me, it was.
it's okay, me too. Great. Great.
Wait, I thought you said it wasn't. Okay. All
Sarcasm.
right. JK, guys. To be honest, it kind of sucks, like being like in the middle of all that because you can't really say anything about it. But
Yeah.
like, you know, it's morally wrong to do that, especially like knowing that both your parents been there since day one. So
Yeah.
like, you just can't really do anything about it. You just gotta like kind of accept it, but still like
Yeah.
hold that against them, like in the future, like knowing that
Yeah.
they did something super wrong instead of like doing it in a more appropriate way, like, you know, like at least like just divorce or break up at that point instead of just like hiding it
Yeah.
behind the back. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That shit
Um.
just sucks.
Yeah. I've had some experiences where it was mostly my mom. My dad really wasn't like a part of all that cheating bullshit. He kind
Yeah.
of just he was kind of to himself, him and his friends. Like they just do their own thing. My dad never was a part of that. But my mom, um, she would like she thought in my head I was still like a 5 year old who only saw toys and that was the only thing I was interested in. No. Um she would tell me, she'd be like, "Hey, we're gonna go to a friend's house and you're just gonna play on my phone and we're just gonna be there for a while." And
What?
yeah, like it was actually crazy. I remember one time she took me to go pick up stuff from her little side and they closed the door and like they thought like I wasn't gonna pay attention. No, I'm gonna pay attention. Like I already know something's up with them too, so obviously I'm gonna um keep an eye on them, and I'm glad I did because I caught the guy touching up on my mom's waist and I immediately opened the door and was like, "Okay, we're going home. Get in the car right now." And I
What
think
the?
like that was the most like adult I had ever felt in my life because I was like, "Whoa, I just took a big step and was like yelling and saying, 'Get in the car,' like a mom, you know?" And
That's so crazy quick.
yeah, and my mom after, she was like, he's just a friend. Like, I don't know what you saw, but it wasn't what you thought. I was like, don't try and gaslight me right now, because I saw what I saw. I know I might be like 8 or 9, but my mind is not in that child mind. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
Like, my mind was already developed enough to where I would be able to understand a bit of like the adult world. Um, even now,
Exactly.
yeah, like even this summer, I think I've told you a bit of this. My mom,
Yeah,
she,
I remember
yeah,
all this.
she was talking to a guy when we went to Vietnam, and it was a guy that we knew, and it was my dad's friend. And I know this is probably like,
Bro,
this is crazy lore. I'm not gonna lie.
that
Um,
is crazy lore.
um, I After we came back from Vietnam, me and my mom got into an argument, and it was something about her like being a liar, and like I had called her a liar because I'm so sick of her trying to gaslight me. Like, I'm not that age anymore to where you can manipulate me. Um
For
and
real.
so I was yelling at her, and I was just like, you can't tell me that you were at like a friend's house, like a girlfriend's house, when I have your location and I know you are not at a girlfriend's house. And
Such a
she was like
liar.
telling me, she was like, there's nothing I'd ever hide from you, like you're my best daughter, like I wouldn't hide anything from you. And I think at that point, I wasn't crying before, but when she said that, that's when I started crying, because I really wanted to talk, like tell her about what I saw in Vietnam and what I had saw on her phone. But I knew if I did, that would completely ruin our relationship, and I didn't want to lose my mom.
Yeah, yeah, that would.
Like, in my house right now, I'm currently like the only quote unquote adult person here. Like, I do everything. I cook, I clean, like I'm taking care of everyone. Like, even my mom, she acts like a child. Like, she's so immature, I can't do it. So I'm like the
Damn,
adult,
bro.
and even with that, I'm doing school, and it's bad enough that you're lying to me about going out and cheating and expecting me to um back you up. Like, that is not right, and I know what's right, and you can't do that to me anymore. So
For
um
real. It's not gonna
and
happen.
she's like, even with both my sisters gone, they live pretty far from me. My mom has been like my only like emotional support here in the house, because my nephew, he's only like 6, and my mom, she's only been like the only person really talking to me, because my dad kind of chills by himself in the house. He doesn't really talk to me. um so me and my mom just kind of talk, and so I think in my head I was like, if I lose my mom because of something I brought up and she puts it all on me, we are never speaking again after this. um
Yeah. It
I
sucks
think,
that, like, you have that knowledge and everything, but you just can't bring it up or else it's gonna ruin things. But,
yeah,
you
it's
know,
literally gonna tear everything apart. And I think one time me and her got into a big argument. It was pretty big too, and like, it was a bad one. She threatened to kick me out of the house and send me to my sister's in Houston.
wait,
um
seriously?
yeah. I don't even remember what our argument was about, honestly, because like I feel like everything that like arguments and stuff, I kind of just put it into the back of my mind, and then a few years later, when I try and bring it up, I can't remember anything. So, um, what's it called? She told me to go to my sister's in Houston, and I was like, no, because then I'd have to transfer schools and all this and that. And she was like, you'll figure it out. And I'm like, girl, be so for real. I'm not even 18. Like, let's be for real here, please.
Wait, but like I thought it's illegal to kick one of your children out if they're under 16 still.
Yeah.
Unless it's different for each state, but in California it's 16 or older. So I'm not sure
Here
if
it's
she.
18.
Okay, yeah, she definitely did something illegal. What the hell? Call the cops on her ass.
Bruh.
That would make things even way worse than it originally was.
Yeah.
But damn, that sucks though. Like
Yeah, it sucks a lot.
going down all
Like,
the way to Houston,
yeah.
crazy.
Like, me and my mom, I think we have a better relationship now, but still from time to time we argue a lot, and we yell at each other. Recently I have been. really yelling at her, because I know like people that listen to this podcast might think that's kind of crazy. Like, you're yelling at your mom, like she gave you everything in life. Yeah, she might have done that for me, but she also kind of made her positive and negative things equal. So the positive things don't even matter to me anymore, because she's hurt me to the point where like I can't even
Mm-hmm.
think about the things, like the good things she's done for me, because all the bad things take up.
Oh, it just outweighs it.
Yeah. And
Damn.
like with all the bad things she's done to me, like I don't think I'll ever be able to forgive her for that. But at the same time, she's still my mom and I still care for her or whatever. So I do still care for her and love her, but I will hold a grudge against her forever.
Yeah. That's the worst part about being like a child, is that you have no leverage against your parents, and that you just gotta like accept the fact that they will always they you can basically never like win an argument against them, like for anything
Yeah.
at all, because they're just gonna be like bringing up the fact that they gave you everything and that they
Yeah.
supply you for everything. So it's like you just can't win. So I just came to accept the fact that you know like I just gotta take it at this point. I can't do anything about it. So
Yeah.
it's
Like
just
there's
it just became whatever.
yeah, their specialty is literally guilt tripping, so I'm like,
For real, like back then I would like always argue and
mhm,
talk back and try to like one up my mom and shit, but
mhm.
just like okay, just end the conversation, just move on,
Yeah,
and we move on with our day. So
yeah. That's recently how I've been, because I've been just kind of really tired and I don't have time to do arguments anymore. Um,
yeah, it's just a
so I'm
waste of
just like,
time.
yeah, I'm just like, you know what, say whatever you want to say, but literally today, earlier today, she was like yelling about something and she was yelling at me for it, and I had no part in it, so I was like, what the hell? Um, but she was yelling at me, and I told her, and I was like, hey, I don't want to listen to you yell right now, so either you go and leave to your friend's house right now, or you be quiet and let me do my thing, because I haven't spoken to you once since you got home, and I don't know why you're yelling at me. And after that, I guess she like realized what she was doing, and so she quieted down, and she left her friend's house with my nephew. So, um, talk about getting some control, girl.
For real.
Dang, guys.
Wait, does she still
Like,
talk to the guy from Vietnam today, as of
I
today,
think
or
I
no?
think she is. I think she talked to him earlier while we were texting.
Oh, what
Um,
the hell?
I mean, honestly, at this point, I don't even care unless she really like does something that makes me want to like really say something. Then you know. But for right now, I
Yeah,
haven't said anything.
and just keep quiet and observe everything.
Yeah. Like being observant is like actually really nice, because you catch on to so many things that like you wouldn't catch on to if you weren't so quiet and like observant. You know what I mean?
For real.
I don't know.
But is that all you got for that topic, or you?
I mean, yeah, pretty much.
Okay, because I have this one topic that I've been curious about. But
Okay.
so, like, wait, are you gonna have kids or no? Like,
Um,
I think you told me you don't want any kids.
yeah, probably
Like,
only one or none at all. But
not like 3 or 4. Like,
hell no.
dude,
You're
that sounds like
crazy.
a nightmare.
Literal nightmare.
Yeah, but okay, I was gonna say like, okay, if you were to have a kid, like,
Yeah.
um, oh shit, where? Wait, I lost it. Hold up, I lost the question.
Dude.
Okay, so let's say you have a kid, right?
Hmm.
Like, at what certain ages would you allow them to start having a phone or an electronic device? Like,
Ah,
what age you would let them start dating? And if
um,
so, would you let the significant other come to the house? Blah blah blah. Like,
okay. Well, my
well,
things with
well, we could talk about
the
the boy with a
oh
son and a daughter. Like, two different
oh my
sides of
god.
it. Okay, well, we can start off with
Okay,
the boy.
all right, I got you.
So, what do you think?
Okay. In my opinion, I think it's just a family thing because I think what my cousins have done and what their parents have done have really helped them because my cousin, he didn't have a phone until I think last year. And over all those years that he didn't have a phone, they didn't really have access to the TV either because it was a strict rule. Like you could not use the TV unless it was a weekend or the parents were home. Um, and I think that
Uh,
really developed my cousin's brain a lot because he was able to go outside, play with his siblings, do like chess puzzle games, or like be a smart, educated kid. Meanwhile, as me, I had an iPad, um, and I was always in the house on the iPad. And anytime that I left the house, I needed to use a phone. And I think that really did something to my brain too. And it was like I can't live without an electronic, or else I will not survive because I didn't go outside much either, or play with my siblings because they were also in school and they didn't have much time. They were barely home.
mhm.
And so I
Yeah.
think that, and being the youngest in the family too, like I think that sucked even more. Meanwhile, my cousin, we're the same age, but he was the oldest. So, um,
Oh, I see.
yeah. Um, I think if anything, I'd let my son have a phone at like seventh or eighth grade, honestly.
Yeah, I think that's like the normal age. Like, kids start to
Right?
get
Okay.
phones and stuff. But
If you're getting a
I,
phone in elementary, that's kind of crazy. You're spoiled.
dude, like that's been happening so much like recently.
Yeah, I realized that.
Like this generation, bro, they're getting phones in like kindergarten, first grade, second grade, like
Right. That's crazy
without
to me.
having to earn anything or like at least get good grades
Yeah.
first before getting their phone. Like
Yeah.
it's just given, not like earned or anything.
Yeah, I think also like my daughter too. I think I'd probably give her a phone like seventh, eighth grade, honestly.
Yeah, but anything earlier than that is just
That's
no no.
crazy. Yeah.
But yeah, I'd
Now,
say the same thing too. Okay, what about dating?
dating.
What age would you let your kids?
Um, I think for both of them, I let them date at like honestly, I think I'd say 14 at least, because you're in like seventh or eighth grade then, right?
Yeah,
Right?
some or no, 14 is like already a freshman,
Yeah, that's good enough,
like
honestly.
start of high school.
I think I don't want to let them do it too early just because for me, like, it fucks you up. Like, you're not going to be able if you have your first love and that boy completely crushes you, you are not getting out of that spot for a while. And
Dude,
I
for
don't want my
real.
I don't want my kid going through that. So I think I'd be that parent to be like, "Hey, if you like someone or like you're trying to start something with someone, let me know and I will like help you and guide you through it because obviously you don't have much experience doing that unless you do since like if you're doing it behind my back or whatever. But
Damn. Yeah.
um I just be like, just let me know because I will help you. But I think for both kids actually I'd be like your significant other can't come over until I meet his parents.
Oh yeah. Cause
I'd be
like
one of those parents. I think
I'd
it's just
say
reasonable.
hey what? Sorry.
It's just reasonable. Like, meet the parents first, see how they are. If they
Yeah, get
seem
like a
pretty,
whole vibe from them.
yeah, get a whole vibe from them. If it's okay, I guess like you could let that kid come over for a good minute or two.
Okay,
What about you?
so for my son, I'd say middle school would be like a good time to start, just because like it's only for the experience and not really like true love or whatever. Because let's
Yeah.
face it, most middle school relationships almost never last. Like they just
Yeah.
go on for like a few months or whatever.
Hmm.
But I would let them have that experience so that they know what it feels like to have their heart broken and what they can do to learn from it and to get better from it.
Yeah.
So that way, when they go into their next relationship in high school, they already know like, what to do and what not to do based on their like previous relationships. So
Yeah.
yeah, I'd say it's okay. Like even for actually, I don't know about my daughter because some dudes be
Oh.
weird as hell in middle school.
Oh.
So
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I'd say freshman year at the very least, like would be acceptable
Mm.
because that's when
I think
things
that's
start to settle
reasonable.
down. But yeah,
Honestly, I'm gonna be so real with you. I think boys start settling down at like sophomore, junior year, just because they're still getting used to that change.
yeah, they're still transitioning from middle school to high school. Like even I did. I was still like immature as fucking freshman year.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then okay, what about like let's see. Like okay, this is also a very controversial thing too, but
Mhm.
how would you discipline your kid like if they were to do something bad? Like would you just
Um.
like not talk to them or like
Oh.
hit them or whatever? Or
I
like
don't.
would you
Mm,
like what would
I
you
don't
do?
think I'd get to the certain point to where I'd have to like really discipline them that bad, because I think I'd want to be that parent to be like, hey, whatever you want, like just let me know. Whatever you need, let me know. Or, that kind of parent, like the very comfortable, chill parent. Um,
Yeah. Um,
but if I had to like discipline my child, I don't think it would be hitting or anything like that, just because I went through that and I don't want to put that on my child. I think I'd probably like take away their most like prized possessions, bro. Loki.
oh, that's a good one too.
Like their phone, like electronics, monitors, stuff like that. Because
Yeah. Uh-huh.
that's where like I know a lot of kids these days, like we can't live without our phones and stuff, our computers. And I think if I took that away from my kid, they'd really realize like, oh, this was messed up of me. I shouldn't have done that. Like I think
No,
just
but
not
um
just not having an electronic, it really like makes you think. You know what I mean?
to be quite honest, I have never saw it that way like that because like every time my mom took away my phone, bro, it would just like make me even more mad at her.
Oh yeah, that
like
was me.
like even people I know too, like they would get mad at their parent for taking away some of their stuff.
Mm.
Like it wouldn't really like help with anything besides
Yeah.
like keep them away from like social media and stuff. But
Yeah.
and plus, I feel like they're gonna have a backup anyway, like most people do, like a iPad or laptop or whatever. But
Yeah.
yeah, I
Honestly,
don't
I don't
think.
know. I haven't
Yeah,
thought that far into it, but if anything, yeah, for me, like when I got my phone taken out for 3 months,
3 months.
crazy times. Um, I think that really put me in a stage where I really thought about what I did and what I said to people. It just really made me think about my actions a lot more. It made me more aware of what I was doing.
Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe for you it worked, but for me, it just made me even more like frustrated because
And I get that, yeah.
yeah, because it's 'cause, like my mom, she just didn't want to like talk it out. She just wanted to take away my stuff. Boom, disappear.
Yeah.
That's it. And it would be like for the smallest reason not doing a simple chore, like she would just take it away like right off the rip. So
Oh my god.
yeah, for the smallest things I wouldn't do that, but maybe for like bigger things like getting in trouble at school or whatever,
Yeah.
maybe I would. Okay, but yeah, that's all I got. Do you?
I got one.
Okay, go
I
for it.
think this will probably be our last subject for the night because I need my sleep.
Yeah, I'm starting to like low-key fall asleep too. I'm not gonna lie,
Low
but
key.
okay, yeah, you can do one more.
Hold on, I'm trying to find it. I don't know where it is.
Do you have like a list written down too in your notes or something?
Yeah.
Oh god, me too.
Hold on. Okay.
We should
Okay.
like make one together and then like just
No, yeah.
do it from there
Most
so that we can
definitely should do
discuss it
that.
in future podcasts.
Yes.
Okay.
I got
Go
it.
ahead.
So from earlier in the podcast, we were talking about how my ex broke our little no contact rule.
Uh-huh.
Um, why do you think guys break no contact all the time?
I think for one, it's because they miss the person and like they feel like a little emptiness in them when they don't have that specific person to talk to about anything. So I feel like missing is like a big factor of it, and just because like maybe they're bored. I don't know, but mostly I feel like most of it just like it just relies on missing the person in general, like just trying to fill in the void of not talking to anybody. So
Mm,
I think that plays a big part in that.
I see. Um,
Oh,
I
what did you
think
think?
I think I feel like guys break no contact sometimes. Just well, first, just because like they have nothing else to do and they realize like, oh, this is the only person that'll actually like respond to me because she still wants me. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, uh-huh.
I think the second one is like, oh, they genuinely miss that person, but that is very rare these days. Um, I
Yeah.
think a lot of the guys now they are in that mindset of like, oh, I broke up with this girl, so I'm so cool, but I'm gonna go back to her and because I know that she's gonna respond to me and know that she's gonna want me. You know what I mean? And I think, in my opinion, that is very stupid because that's like you're like a bully, bro. Like you're
For
hurting that girl
real.
for no reason. Like she did you no wrong. Um, guys just be stupid.
For real.
You know
But
what's so funny too?
what?
The guys are always the one to initiate and no contact, but then they break it.
I know
Like bitches, you slow.
it's so ironic. Like, what's the whole point of doing that then? Just
Right,
to
like
stop talking later on.
literally so stupid. This is why I can't do it anymore, bro. Like if I get another guy that says, "Yeah, we're gonna go no contact," I'm blocking you on everything. Cause what
Literally.
the hell?
Honestly, I don't really do that though. Like that's just your ex and some other people, but yeah,
Yeah,
I think it's just stupid too. Like there's no point in talking or reinitiating contact with somebody just to throw it all away
yeah.
in the end.
Guys,
But
I'm proud to say I've never hit the no contact and then broke the no contact rule. It was always the always person who said, "Let's do no contact," and they broke it.
yeah, I'm so proud of you. I
Yes.
made that mistake
Yes.
before, bruh. I'm so mad at myself for that.
Oh, gotta be like that.
For real. But wait, can we do like one more topic
Yeah, yeah,
before we end
yeah.
off? Okay, so marriage.
Oh God.
What would you think is like the best age to get married? Like personally, in your opinion?
I've thought about this.
Me too. But I want to hear what you
Um.
think.
Okay. I think if you're getting married between 20 and 24, you're crazy.
For
That is my
real.
that is my first and only take on that. If you're getting married between 20 and 24, you really know what you want because that is insane. I don't care how many years y'all have been dating. I don't care if y'all been dating for your whole lives from birth, bro, out of the womb. I do not care. You are not getting married at 21, 22. Like, that is weird.
Dude, because like the reality is like those are supposed to be your prime years of like, your when you're still young and stuff.
Right?
So
You're
you
going
gotta
out,
like
partying,
make the most of
clubbing.
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of just like potentially wasting time with somebody that's gonna cause problems later on in the
Right.
future. So I
Um,
think it's stupid to like get married so early compared to like later on in life.
yeah, I think it's more reasonable to get married between like 26, 30 ish.
Yeah, because that's like when you're kind of like settling down in life and
Yeah.
starting to
And also, like, having
think
kids
about
and
the
stuff. If
future.
you're having a kid, you don't want to be old when that kid goes
Bro,
to middle school. Like,
yeah. Like, bro, my parents had me when they were 22.
oh,
So,
that's,
like,
mm,
yeah, we came a very long way from that, to be quite honest. But
that is very
still,
young.
at first, it was very dumb to do. Even they say, like, they were going to do that, but since we're here right now, they just, like, accepted it and
Mm,
just embraced it as of now. But, yeah. I think it's just like kind of dumb to like be having kids at such a young age
yeah.
sometimes.
Like, honestly, I'm, my parents, they only wanted 2 kids. Yikes.
Wait,
My
how many?
sisters,
Oh
huh?
wait, how many kids do they have?
3.
Oh, you're the third.
Yeah, I'm the mistake child.
Oh, bro,
Oh my
I'm so
god.
sorry, dude.
It's it's low-key so funny though. Hearing the story is so funny because my sisters, they're only 2 years apart. So they were really like, oh
Oh,
yeah, we're only gonna have these 2 kids, whatever. And my sisters were born in like the early 2000s. So
uh,
like that was crazy. And then like 6, 7 years later they had me.
oh,
Like, dude, oh my god, my parents, I remember my mom telling me the story. She was like, yeah, so like, you know how both of your sisters have like L names, whatever, like cute little matching names. And then we didn't
right.
expect to have you. And so, like, while I was pregnant with you, I was watching this movie with a girl named Angie. And I was like, I really like that name. So
What?
when they were at the hospital and my mom gave birth to me, she told my sister and was like, hey, tell the doctor I want to name your sister this. Um,
Nuti.
I was like,
How do you pronounce it?
Nhiêu.
Nhuthi.
Oh, which part?
Your Vietnamese name.
Nhiêu.
Nu Nu Ti.
It's hard, bro. I'm not even gonna
Oh my
lie.
gosh, dude! I know my Vietnamese is so bad.
You'll get there. You got plenty of years, bro.
For real, bro. Like even when I try to talk at work with like the Vietnamese, like it sucks so bad.
It's okay. You'll get there.
I'm like, but yeah, like even I was a mistake, and my little brother was too.
Help.
So yeah, it kind of sucks, but you know,
Okay,
I'm just kind of grateful to be here though.
I'm not gonna lie. Having one mistake child is reasonable, and I can understand that. But two,
Yeah, bro, too.
two is kind of crazy.
It's because my dad is like, my dad is crazy, bro. I'm not
You
gonna
don't
lie.
gotta explain that part. I think we know what crazy means.
Yeah, I won't elaborate on that. But yeah, I think like past 26, 27 is like a good age to like start settling in your like family life and whatnot.
Yeah,
But before that, it's just insane.
yeah, that's
Insanity.
wild. Absolutely not. Y'all are never catching me having a kid in my early 20s. I'm gonna be traveling the world.
For
Okay,
real.
no.
Like financially you'd be screwed having a kid in their early 20s.
Yes, bro. And like when you have a kid that early and you're still in like your early age of partying, like having fun meeting new people, you're gonna be stuck at home 24/7. You're never
Dude,
going out.
yeah, you got no freedom basically. You gotta like watch
Yeah.
your kid and
That
stuff. Take care of
was me. Not even it wasn't even my kid. Like what?
Bro. Yeah, like you gotta ask for favors here and there. Like it
Yes, bro.
sucks. It sucks. But that's all I got for today.
Yeah. That's all I got
I think
too.
that was a pretty good
Pretty good
podcast.
little
Finally got to
gap
catch
session here.
we were supposed to have one yesterday, but I forgot it was like literally my cousin's birthday, so
Yeah, you
that
monkey.
was my bad. Bro, I forgot, bruh. Like they didn't even tell me or anything. They just told me, yo, pull up to this Korean barbecue right now. We're gonna like
I'm
have dinner.
dead.
I was like,
It's okay. I
bro.
would have pulled up too.
Yeah, like I was just like coming back from the gym, getting ready, trying to get ready, but I get this text from my dad. I was like, bro, no way. And so I had to drive like 40 minutes just to like pull up and have the dinner. And
That's
that was it.
crazy.
I didn't get home until like 11 o'clock that same
Oh,
day.
that's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. Yesterday was a tragedy. Unless we made up for it today.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, Angie, for joining tonight. It was a pleasure.
Yes.
It was good catching up again.
Very
And
nice.
goodbye to the viewers if you guys are even watching this. We will see you guys later.
We'll see
Bye-bye.
you very soon. Hopefully.
Girl. Wait, when are you free again? Like mostly the weekends or
Yeah, probably
so?
mostly the weekend.
Okay. All right. We'll see. We'll see. We'll plan things out. But
Yep.
other than that, good night, guys.
Good night.